What's up, dog fam? We finally made it to my ride. I ended up posting on Instagram, going to get lunch, and there's one more thing I did, but it took more time than I expected. And now I'm just making some adjustments to my bike before I actually go out and ride, because last time I noticed my seat angle was like a little too tilted back, and also I'm having to reach my thumbs up too high to hit my shifter and my dropper post. So shifter, dropper post, I'm just gonna swing them down so I don't have to move my thumb as much. Gonna tilt the seat forward a little bit. I'm throwing some air in my rear shock, and then I think that's pretty much good to go. Maybe some lube on the chain, check tire pressure, and then I'll go out and ride. So 10 minutes maybe, I'll be out. We'll see. Shown how to do that adjustment, I thought it was really weird. On the axis dropper, you use your tool to actually adjust the tilt on it. But now that I've done it a couple times, it's really nice. Like, very simple. Just loosen it, hit your tilt, adjust the seat, and then retighten it. I love it. So I can already tell the lever position is gonna feel way better. Like, I was noticing, like, I'd have to almost wrap my thumb up and around to hit my levers. And I really just want to be able to, like, reach, just kind of flex the end of my thumb, like reach over. So the shifter's almost all the way slammed at the bottom. I left a little room just to give myself hope if I need more, actually. And the actual dropper post has a little bit more. So we'll see. I didn't stress too much about it. I know that I made the positions closer to what I want. Now I'm just gonna ride it and see how it feels. Another thing I did, though, that I should show you is I had an up front Garmin mount on the front right here, and I had my actual 1030 Edge head unit, and it was sticking out like this far, and honestly, it was really clean. I love that head unit. Like, that big touchscreen on it is so nice. But even though Garmin supports me, like, getting product isn't the easiest, like, sometimes, because of everything that's going on in the world. And I was like, dude, I really don't want to, you know, bust that thing on the mountain bike, because you're more likely to crash, and then actually, you know, not have it for my road rides where I really love it. And I bought this head unit, the 530, before I started officially working with Garmin. It's smaller, it's not a touch screen, but I also had these mounts ready, which I don't love the look of these bands around here. I'll be able to probably find something to clean it up. But man, from the top down, it looks so clean, it's compact, it's a little safer. And also, if I bust this one, it's not the end of the world. So I'm stoked, and thank you, Alex Wild, for telling me, like, yo, maybe you should not run it the way you had it, because it's a little sketchy if you crash. So that's actually super helpful. I'm stoked on that. This pump is so old. I feel like a lot of people have really old blown out pumps that are like 10 PSI off. But I just have a digital head gauge, or a digital tire pressure checker gauge that I will check this with, because, you know, I'm not out here winging it like that. So we'll see how close I got. I use this toe peak gauge right here. It's rad. Otto loves to push all the buttons and change the units on me in the garage. This has been really, really nice, just to not even stress about, you know, my gauge being off or not. Been a ticket. So what do you think? I should probably let you guess. What do you think I'm running for tire pressure? So we have control casing on here, and I'll give you a hint. On my trail bike with basically downhill casing, like a heavy trail casing, I ran, well, I'm like, am I already forgetting? Oh, it's been a while since I've ran my trail bike, guys. I run 20 in the front and 22 in the rear. So what do you think I'm gonna do right here? That was right on the money. Yep. And of course, I did not put enough in the front. So I run 24 in the front and 26 in the rear. And I know that sounds kind of like a lot, but to be honest, I'm still getting used to this really light casing and like how hard I can hit stuff. And not only that, but how fast you can take corners without getting the tire roll. I run higher pressure right now, at least compared to some other guys, mainly because of that, because dude, I still hit corners hard on this thing. I'm still hitting jumps, I'm still hitting a lot of features. And when you're riding your bike harder, you'll feel that tire roll. And if you get a squirm like that, that is, to me, like one of the most unsettling feelings on your bike you can get. Like I would rather drift around in some corners more than get that squirm. And so I'm trying to find that balance right now. So upping the PSI by like 4 PSI front and rear, to me, going from such a burly casing to such a thin casing to compared to what I'm used to, felt like a good call. And I hate to say it, guys, I've never ran tire inserts. I still am not sold on tire inserts. I would almost rather run a little higher pressure, but I'm still trying to figure it out, man. I got a lot to learn on the XC stuff, and I think once I get comfortable here with this PSI, if I could bring it down even 1 PSI, I might start messing with that, but we'll see. On the valve covers for your suspension, fork, or your rear shock, I recommend always putting it in your mouth while you're doing your pressures, because I swear if you don't, you're never gonna find it again. And I have learned the hard way on that. So this is my little trick to not lose things I really don't wanna lose. I still have a very arbitrary shock setting, which I'm not stressing about yet, but it's not super dialed in. It's close. Pretty much at this point, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not bottoming out too much, and I'm getting more comfortable running the brain fully on for like KOM efforts or eventual race efforts, which will be starting in a couple months. And then other than that, I'm kind of riding it open because it just feels so buttery, like when you don't have the brain on. But then again, it's noticeably not as fast and efficient. So I'm kind of trying to get comfortable like when I use which, but that's kind of my plan for now, is like most riding, just turn it off, and then racing or intentional harder efforts, especially ones that are timed, gotta turn that sucker on because it freaking works. Don't forget about your stanchions and your seals. I'm not tech savvy on my bike at all, but my bikes have always lasted really well because of just the little things you're looking at now. It's like the most basic maintenance you can think of. Wipe your seals off, lube your chain, check your pressures, do the occasional bolt check, and your stuff will go a lot longer. All right, bike's looking dialed. I have my pedals calibrated to the new head unit. Last thing I wanted to show you was this. By the way, Hey guys, I have this perfect size bag from Kinetic, and right inside here, I guess, let me just open it up for you 1 second. So I'm keeping all of my spare stuff in here. I don't have a swap box on this bike like I did my trail bike. And like I could strap it to the frame, but to be honest, I feel like it just looks better without it. And then I don't have, I can keep a little bit more in here and it fits perfectly in my middle pocket. So that's just what I'm doing for now. I do have a multi-tool on the SWAT. It's like the SWAT side loader cage with the multi. But in here, you open it up. I've got 3 zip ties. I've got a Dyna plug. I have a, it's not the brand Tubo Light, but I have like an ultralight tube, which is like literally half the weight of a normal tube. I have 2, I can't forget what size the CO2s are. I have tire levers and my actual CO2 valve. And it's just all in there, dude. And it's cool because it's clean. I know I have everything. And this is actually a waterproof bag. I was just sipping on a Red Bull. This is actually a waterproof bag. So worst comes to worst, if I ever get caught out in the rain or something, I can put my phone in here or whatever, which that has happened. So anyways, that is here. Here's my multi-tool right under there, like I said. And I guess, you know, the one more thing I was gonna say about my bike was that I'm still gonna cut my bars down more, like 10 more mils down to 740. Just crazy, because I haven't ran narrow bars like that in a while. This bike makes me feel like I want more narrow bars. Everything's so light and small and nimble. By the way, I'll show you. I just put that pack in. The little zipper's still popped up, but it fits perfectly right there in the middle. All right. Oh, about to put a chest mount on. That's how I'm gonna ride and show you guys the trails right here. And I guess I'll see you out there. Oh yeah. Man, the cobweb of trails back here is insane. Can't keep up with it. I think I just went the wrong way again. All right, gonna drop this thing again. Ride it a little cleaner. Oh.
back tire doesn't want to stay on. That's crazy. All right. Let's check this out. Drop it. Yoo-hoo.
The sunset is just out of control. Look at this. All these new trails etched in. So fun, man. I am so lucky to have this behind my studio. Oh, dude, my wrist. I keep injuring my wrist. Dang it. Well, look at that sand. The culprit. Just front wheel, tacky sand. Oh, man. Man. That was a squid move, but I'm just bummed. I keep slamming my wrist into the ground, and there's a spot right here that keeps getting injured, and then, gosh, I can tell I just tweaked it again. It was like already sore this ride. Whatever. I think bike's good. Okay, I'm fine, but my first thing to hit the ground was my wrist again, and that just like kind of pissed me off. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog right here. I can tell I have like too much on my mind. I should just ride and focus on that and not focus on content or what is going on with work and the rest of my schedule for the day. I'm just gonna ride hard for the next 30 minutes and then hopefully not do that again, but I'll see you guys next Friday. I'm kind of getting the hang of this vlog thing a little bit more. I'm realizing like as much as I want to integrate it with other pieces of content, like when I am vlogging, this has to be the primary focus, and I can't try and do like Instagram story and a vlog even. I have to get maybe a couple shots for Instagram story and then go 100% on the vlog, or there's not gonna be like a point to it, you know? And as much as it's cool to see random stuff in people's lives, like I still want there to be the point to the vlog. So I'm gonna still keep getting better at it, but I am enjoying it. It's pretty rad, dude. It's cool seeing people watching on their TV and whatnot. So thanks for the support. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys next Friday.